Hi, my name is Leanne and I love Christmas, but not just the 25th of December, the entire season. Christmas is one of those wonderful times when magic and wonder comes alive and becomes tangible for children. And it's a time when us as adults make a point of spending real time together. We're deliberate about what we do over the Christmas season. And I like to capitalize on every day of the season. And one of the ways that I do that is by using an advent calendar. Now, I'm not talking about a little cardboard box with a little chocolate in for every day. We're gonna make a huge, fantastic advent calendar that you can customize and you can 100% make your own. Now I have a 3-meter length of 19 by 95 pine wood here. And what we're going to do is we're going to mark out the branches of our Christmas tree. And we're using a 45-degree angle and we're going to make our marks. So I'm going to carry on marking the rest of the branches of my tree. There will be 7 in total. I'm going to use a table saw to cut this wood down. Okay, so now we've got our wood cut, and these are the measurements that you guys are going to need, starting from smallest up to biggest. This is 170 millimeters, and we're measuring on the long end of the triangle here. We've got 250 millimeters, 345 millimeters, 405 millimeters, 500 millimeters, 590, and then this one, 670 millimeters at your longest point of the tree. So I'm just going to mark where we're going to put our pilot holes. So I want to space my knobs equal distances apart. So I'm just going to make my little mark. Okay, so now that we've got the tree all nicely laid out and we know where our knobs are going to be, we can actually start drilling. We're going to start using our countersink drill bits. Okay, so now that we've got our countersink indentations, we're going to change to a drill bit and we're going to drill right through for our pilot holes. At this point, you gotta let your creative juices flow because this wood needs treating. Now you can choose to paint it, you can choose to stain it, you can choose to varnish it. But for me personally, I really like the natural look of this wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a clear lacquer spray just so that we've got a nice varnished finish on our wood, something that can be wiped off and cleaned, but is still going to maintain that beautiful wood grain. So we countersunk holes on the back end of the wood. Let's remember that. So this is essentially how it's going to work. We've got our guide holes. I'm going to put my screw in. We're going to grab a knob, and you might need to use a screwdriver here to help you. And for this top one, I've selected to go slightly bigger on the crystal, and that's it. Now for the first time, you can get an actual idea of what this is going to look like, and I think it's going to look absolutely stunning. So now what we need to do is we need to attach the upright to the back of our branches. So what I'm doing is I am marking where I'm going to place each one of these. And I'm using 2 off-cut pieces to create spaces. Now, I have already attached my top section, so I'm going to use that as a guide. I'm going to mark the top and the bottom. And what I'm going to do when I've marked it is I'm going to make pilot holes in both my branches and in my uprights. Okay, so we are nearing the end of our project. All that we've got to do now is we've got to attach the legs. So I'm going to be using these nice twirly-whirly brackets as feet. So we're going to be attaching them to the bottom of our tree. And again, we are going to use a system of pilot holes, and then we're going to screw them in. And we're going to do one on each side of our upright. So no Christmas tree is complete without a star, and I am recycling an old Christmas decoration that I'm just going to attach to the top of my tree with a screw here. So this is where we are. Doesn't it look absolutely amazing? And again, you have got free license to let your creative juices run wild. You can add lights to the tree. We've got some fantastic rice lights that you can add to the tree. And to put our presents in for the actual advent calendar section, I'm going to use these little white organza bags, and I'm going to tie them to each one of these knobs. Now you might think that an advent calendar is something for kids, but you can be creative here. So go and add in your little bags and add the gifts in with things that are personal and special to you. So there you have it, guys. How amazing does this look? We've added some lights. All our little baubles are sparkling. It is a fantastic project, and how easy was that? You'll have this done in about 2.5 hours, no problem. Remember, you get to fill all of your bags, 24 of them for each day of December leading up to Christmas Eve. I really, really hope that you enjoyed building this Christmas miracle with me, and that we will see each other soon again.
For more DIY solutions, visit Galma in-store or browse online.